In the other video, we talked about other people's perception of you. Let's talk about your perception of yourself following plastic surgery. I will tell you that obviously you wanted something done to make you look better, to make you feel better about yourself, to look more rested, have a more balanced nose, whatever it may be. But I'll tell you the thing that will drive you crazy. The week after the procedure, the 2 weeks after the procedure, the 3 weeks after the procedure, the 4 weeks after the procedure, you're going to be in front of the mirror looking with incredibly close scrutiny to the mirror, exactly what I did. Oftentimes with some magnification, if you're a woman, if you have a magnifying mirror, you're going to get very, very close to the mirror. You're going to look for every little flaw of what was done. There's a great blog, if you go to my written blog section, to the archive section about symmetry, refocus your thinking. But I want to give you this video because I want you to understand that I'm extremely symmetrical with what I do. I work, in fact, because I do Asian eyelids, from that I've extrapolated everything else, which means I do one part of the procedure, the other part of the procedure. Same thing with monoplasty, same thing with otoplasties. Everything I do, I work in tandem, fat grafting, facelift, so that I can get symmetry. So I'm very, very obsessed with symmetry. But the thing is, I don't want you to get to the point where all you can see is how come one side's bigger here, there. And what's so amazing is that when I go back and I show you those photos, that's why it's so important, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when I sit down with you with your photographs and show you those photos, you see that you were, oh my God, I was more asymmetric before. How come I never noticed it? Because you weren't in front of the mirror 16 times a day, 20 times a day, 30 times a day. What I encourage you in this healing phase, in the first few weeks, put down the mirror. I repeat, put down the mirror. You're going to drive yourself crazy with every little flaw. I've seen so many people out a year, 2 years after, for example, fat grafting, oh, this looks so great, doc. How come this side's a little uneven? And I go back and show the photos before, they go, oh my God, I look so much better. Because they didn't notice that they were completely uneven before, and I got them much closer to it. Because the only vocabulary you have is symmetry. Symmetry is the only thing you have in your mind that says this result is good oftentimes. And so you get obsessed with symmetry. Even before you come to see me for a consultation, you oftentimes get obsessed with symmetry. And symmetry doesn't matter unless you're deformed. You can go to my deformed section and look at all those reconstructive cases. But we're talking about minor little flaws of asymmetry. Those minor flaws of asymmetry is not where you should be looking. It's harmony, how to make a face look beautiful. And that's how it's balanced. If you go and just pick any person, just your brother, your sister, your spouse, your child, go look at their face and study down their face. I can guarantee you could pick every single part of their face is asymmetric, and you never noticed it. And the reason you never noticed it because you're not, if you're a woman putting makeup on very close, looking very close with scrutiny. So I just ask you, put down the mirror this week, okay? Give yourself that break of trying to hyperanalyze the situation because you're not going to be able to do it, especially with swelling where one side is going to be a little bit more swollen than the other side. You can't make that read. So besides other people's perception of you, I want you to focus on your perception of yourself this week. And it's going to be difficult because you're going to constantly try to make that analysis. The other thing besides symmetry is self-identity. A lot of what I do is preservation of a person's identity. Unlike a lot of places where they overlift brows, overpull things where you don't even look like the same person coming out. Remember, I told you if it's a rejuvenative thing, I look at your old photos, I try to begin to shape and match it. But the thing is, that first week, you may feel depressed. You go, I can't even see, this is not even who I am. Remember, your self-perception of who is this person at 1 week is normal. And that's why oftentimes in a week I'll sit down and show you the photograph and show you the improvement and show you what a third-party person is seeing, such as myself. Maybe I have more experienced eyes, I can see through some of the swelling. You may not be able to see through that swelling that first week. Allow yourself the comfort to know that I'm very skilled at what I do and that things are going to get better, and that first week is difficult to get through. So just take a deep breath and understand. I ask you, put down the mirror. But hopefully this video is helpful. If any time, just give me a call. If you're worried and wondering if this video is not helpful enough, just give me a call that week after and just talk to me. I'll be happy to speak with you. My staff is happy to speak with you. We're always here for you. So hopefully this video is helpful. If you didn't need it, even better.